Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new to my channel, and welcome back to what is probably the final episode of Beacon Pines. Last episode we went over Rolo and Beck and Luka had all infiltrated Perennial HQ in an attempt to rescue Beck's mother, Nellie, who is the scientist in control of Tempest Liquidmen. Not knowing that they were planning on using it to make Sharper Valentine young forever. And we also learned that Solomon, the little cute puppy dog, is actually Sharper Valentine. And that was a bit of a surprise, even though it really shouldn't have been. When they went into the HQ, Beck swapped the vial of Tempest Liquidmen that Solomon was going to use. And we are at that choice of what she switched the vial with, or what she added to the vial. I think that's the only option we have. Yeah. So it looks like we are pretty close to finishing up the end of this game. So this is probably going to be the last episode. I'm going to start with the junk choice, because I think the real choice is change. So let's do the junk one first so that we can kind of get like a funny ending to that as well.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash. Oh god. How did ashes get into the vial? It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyway. It very much is. Pa always said, bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. You all can call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Did he turn into ash? Oh no! He got Thanos'd! No! Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines. A new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future.
Yes.
The end.
That was a good ending.
Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying. If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
No, we're gonna do the real ending. We're just hopping into it.
Might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change? Your unlucky penny. Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that going to do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Is there going to be an interaction with the copper of the coin? Oh, he's a little baby! Holy crap, he's a baby! Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, or young Sharper. That would be a great help, thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue. Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luka, Rolo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Can I look at anything? Rolo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day of mission control. You gonna swing by? Did Rolo ever change back? Be there in a minute. I never got to see.
Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage.
But I never got to see what was in the locked door.
Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Where was she sleeping before? It's the biggest question. Hello, Mama. Oh, that's Jam. Jam is in the way. Mom, I'm ready to go now.
You go on without me. I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now, I enjoy it.
I feel like making jam would be really fun. Experiment with all kinds of sorts of flavors and stuff. Do I get to see what's out here? Probably nothing has changed. Yeah. Nothing's changed. I'll go back in. Can I go this way? Go back up to the tree. Oh, the grave is gone. Huh. I hear you and Rolo have big plans for that little treehouse. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity one Rolo, one Luka rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Ilona's shop going? Oh, it's a shop? Are they selling flowers? Did they make a flower shop? I'm getting my hopes up. It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rolo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt, so they didn't change him back. I don't just mean grown, literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, because it'll go to his head. But I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Cute. And they're growing little trees. There's a shovel. Can I go down here yet? No. I could interact with it one time and I haven't given up since. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Oh, Why, he's so happy now! Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Ilona and Nellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's next?
When Perennial Harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Cute. Anyone with a knack of art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us! Well, it looks like you really found your calling. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now, this right here. This is something I can be proud of. Aww! I'm so happy for him! How's the napping this morning? The most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view's getting greener every day. Nice. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. That hits hard, but it's good. Our motto is, go slow and fix things. Amen to that. My heart. I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Luka, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, an honest-to-goodness, flip-flopping, swim-swamming fish. I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. Been at least 7 years since I caught one. I'd say it's a good omen. What do you do with the fish? Oh, I release it back into the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow. A little higher. Yup.
A little lower.
Yup.
A little higher.
Yup. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luka, there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Yeah, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back.
Who, me?
Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yup. They'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If we really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Come on, now we're going to Beck's house. Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I. So we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Moodwill, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, this child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. 2 activities I'm endeavoring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help out and the whole town is ready to help out however we can. I can't wait to teach him to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. What's today's news that needs knowing?
I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of The Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house.
Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. That's true. He looked to his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Oh, hello, Luka. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. Cute. Luka, do you want a biscotti? On the house. I don't really have time. Zariel, you gotta come and see this. I finally did it. I pulled the perfect espresso. Aw, Lumi. If I didn't know better, I would think you're proud of something. As if. I know. It's too late. You are now officially a person that cares. Cute. I want to go see Dawn. I want to go see Dawn.
I'm glad you swung by.
More follow-up questions for your story?
Nope, I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to the reporter in Capital City, and they offered me an internship.
Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter.
I don't know about all of that. A story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals? Sort of writes itself, if you think about it.
Just don't forget us when you become a fancy big city reporter.
Capital City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check in and see what sort of new trouble you've gotten yourself into.
Sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over.
We both know that's not true.
What makes you say that?
Call it a reporter's intuition.
Is that a clue to a second game?
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Reading is so hard. Is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me. Would you be so kind as to make my order? Take my order? 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me? I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as the lunch rush is over, I'll be feather on the wind. You're going on vacation? For the first time in years. And I've got you and your mom to thank. Why's that? She didn't tell you yet? You two are gonna fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone. Just like old times. It's fine, I'll wait. At least he's not a rude customer. Can I talk to you? No, okay. Cool. This is so nice, going through town one last time. I've got to hit all the stops. There's a lot of stops, though.
Hey, Luka, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour?
Sure thing.
My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He says it builds character. I think he meant to say it builds calluses. Builds character. Yeah, it builds something, alright. Luka, can I interest you in a delicious apple?
He playfully waggled an apple.
No thanks, just saying hello.
Well, hello then.
Mind telling your mom we need a new crate of jam? Already? It's funny, I used to hide this stuff in the back, terrified that someone would find out our secret messages. Now everyone wants to get their hands on Eleanor Van Horn's famous spy jam. It is good marketing.
Wow, back for seconds. It is not too much trouble. For the longest time, I didn't understand the appeal of ice cream. It serves no purpose, other than to be briefly enjoyed and then it's gone. But it's pretty tasty while it lasts.
I'm inclined to agree. A little business pupper. No touching. I want to touch it one last time for old time's sake.
Damn.
To the library. Oh wow, everyone's here.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
But did you know that when they covered up the source, they found a new species of fungus? Yep, and they are studying it in the new labs. Did you know that Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the county? Yep, close to the population before perennial harvest moved in.
It typically went on like this for quite some time.
But did you know? But did you know? But did you know? I can't believe it's over. Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf. The town? I was talking about Hank Atomic. I just finished the last issue. How was it? As great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth. But I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. It just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? You could ask Miss Hatch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. Huh, maybe I'll do that.
Luka peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
She wasn't studying at all. Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic? Do you mind not telling anyone? I've kind of got a reputation to uphold. Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh. To experience it again for the first time. I guess it's the downside of finishing something nice. At least now I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go? Sure thing. That's always, like, the best feeling, is experiencing something for the first time. What are all those bunnies doing over there? I just noticed the line of bunnies. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you'd still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You're really your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Walt on my own time. You run along now. I didn't get to see the inside of the candy store, or the drugstore, or whatever. I can't talk to any of the bunnies, just Jeff.
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on, one and all. No one is too big, no one is too small. For Jeff's wild ride.
Well, maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy. For the ride of your life. Who's next? Me.
Can't go in.
Guess what?
Yesterday, I saw a Dynastus Tidius. And that's good?
It's great. I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is gonna be the bug capital of the county. I don't know about that, but... I don't want to see Beck quite yet. I'm gonna go up here first. Keep out. I can still throw things if I wanted to. Okay, so it doesn't seem like there's anything back here. Nope. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning, I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in! It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. It sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. A surprise? Oh, my mom's prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. You should do okay in the cold of You should do okay in the cold of old Beacon Pines, and thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. I'm gonna cry.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
They should open it
The
up again.
Valentine Mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Ah, you got it. Now that's a good-looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot, this ride's on the house. You're gonna want to hang on tight to that little tree.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. A good little tree.
The best little tree.
Thank you, children. This means a lot.
Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some alone time now. You good?
Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year.
More like wild summer, man.
How are you feeling?
Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pa always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello.
Huh?
I feel like a dang cello.
Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you.
I know. You don't even have to say it.
You two make an awesome pair.
Excuse me? We're a trio now.
Yep. Thanks.
There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group.
Missing?
Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic.
Oh, God. I won't be long.
We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer.
You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud.
I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad?
Not a night goes by that I don't.
Were you ever afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice?
No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment.
Hey, Dad. Dr. Moodwell says that over the next few years this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. Oh, it's over! Oh my god. Good job. Good job, team. Also, Kirsten, your voice is astounding. Wow. Small team, too, it seems. Wow, okay, so that was Beacon Pines. I am so not shocked. I am so surprised at this game because I thought it was just going to be like this cute little quirky game, but it had a lot of really deep elements to it too, and the way it told the story was just so good. Yeah, you can see a lot of people really believed in this game, and it for good reason, dude. This was so good. So good. Yeah. It had a really nice, spooky mystery vibe to it, but it ended up being really deep, and it deserved all the love that it did get. My only disappointment in it was the character Nat, because even though Nat was super adorable, there was no need for Nat. There could have been other opportunities for Luka and Iggy to find those things out rather than having this character tell them, you know? But other than that, I enjoyed every bit of this game. It was so good. I also really liked how linear the story was, despite having all of these weird other quote-unquote endings. All of those branches actually led to the same story. And I guess that's how a tree works. now that I'm thinking about it, because you have all these branches, but it's all part of one tree. So in the same way, it's like you have all of these pseudo endings, but it all covers the same tree. So we found different parts of the story that eventually pieced every piece together to figure out what was actually happening. So it was just a really clever way to tell the story. So with that, let me know how you guys liked the story. Tell me in the comments below what your favorite parts were, any kind of critiques that you had, how you felt about the story, etc. It was just such a good game, and I hope they make a lot more games to come. But for now, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, your week, whatever, and I will see you all in the next story. Bye!